Developing news coming out today, August 19th, 2026, of potential cyber attacks against our power grid systems that could knock out and black out the entire United States for 18 months. And they're saying it is shockingly easy. In fact, they're saying that 12-year-olds with internet access could do this. And so Iran doing this, they said, is not out of the picture, and it could be absolutely devastating. Let's take a look at the latest headlines coming out today, August 19th, so you can see it for yourself. Shockingly vulnerable U.S. power grid could result in an 18-month nationwide blackout, an expert has warned. This is coming out all across the headlines today, August 19th, 2026. Take a look at some more with me. Warning that a mammoth nationwide blackout could last 18 months as power grids' appalling weak spots are exposed. And they're saying this is something the IRGC could actually easily do to the United States. The U.S. is at risk of an 18-month-long blackout that could extend across the entire nation, experts claim. So just to clarify, we're going to be getting into the details of this, but they're saying this is not just a city or a region. They're saying the entire United States of America could be entirely blacked out, shut down, and we would be unable to get our systems up for roughly 18 months is the estimate that we are hearing. Now, in addition to that, take a look at this. We've been continually hearing threats coming out from the IRGC. They are threatening to target global energy and internet infrastructure if Iran is attacked again. This came out August 12th when we had heard some of the more recent threats against the U.S. power grid systems. And just to clarify, it says here global energy and internet, but in case you are wondering, Iran made sure that we knew Iran lawmakers threaten U.S. power grid if Iran is attacked. And that is not just grids of U.S. assets in the Middle Eastern region. They're talking specifically about attacking U.S. soil in North America. We're going to get into the details of this, as they're saying that this would be coast to coast, west to east. Every single resident in the United States would be blacked out for 18 months, and they're saying it's actually shockingly simple to achieve. They believe that 12-year-olds with access to the internet could do it because we are operating on archaic systems that need immediate attention right away. Now, in addition to that, we've also been receiving attacks against our water systems, the cyber attacks on the U.S. water sector, and the Iran question, escalation or opportunism. Now, we're actually hearing new states have come out and announced that they are some of the ones that have been hit. And we're going to be taking a look at that in detail so you can see more of the states that have made the announcements as we are mapping Iranian cyber attacks on U.S. water systems. Now, from my understanding, we have not specifically been able to confirm that it is Iran, but they're saying this has all the makings of the cyber avenger Iranian cyber attackers that have hit U.S.
Telling us the truth about Indiana, but I will.
Hey y'all. Hey TC.
Hey. What's going on?
What's up, Granddaddy?
Hey.
So I had to catch an emergency flight out here because in Gary there was no type of lights. We've been out 8 days, no lights.
You done had this baby up there for
8 days, no lights.
What, in Indiana?
They're not doing nothing about it. Nothing.
The whole city?
The whole entire city pitch black.
No way.
Niggas is robbing niggas.
What?
They out there trying to purge.
No way.
I said, yeah, let me go on.
So you mean to tell me the lights been off? And it ain't been on the news? Ain't the news?
No, nothing.
I ain't heard about
The
that.
gas stations
She tired of. She
Come on,
tired
boo.
of.
The gas stations?
The gas stations done ran out of gas. Don't nobody drive. The whole entire city is pitch black.
You heard about that, Dad?
No, this is my first time hearing
I
about
heard
it.
about it, but I didn't know that it was like that.
Pitch black. 8 days now. Tomorrow will be the 9th. And I'll be here till them bitches get back on.
That's crazy. We're going to have to post some. We're going to have to say something about this because ain't nobody
Crazy.
talking about this.
Nobody's
Ain't nobody
talking about
this.
That's crazy.
She said she ready to go with some lights. Look,
Right.
she listen, you ready to
She said, that's like us, and let them be lights. I'm going to the light, baby.
What?
It's Indiana, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Gary, Indiana.
That's
Yes.
crazy, y'all. We got to say something
They
about
got
this.
these children in Indiana with their lights off. This don't make no sense.
Yeah, and it's sewage. I noticed that in my bathroom, it has a real bad smell.
In unincorporated Calumet Township, the sewage pumps failing during this outage.
And we don't have any power. This is terrible.
Neighbors reporting tubs and toilets stopped working after the storm. Lake County opening these portable restrooms nearby at the Lake Ridge Fire Station. These bathrooms have a sink, they have a toilet and a shower that people can use, and most crucially, they also have air conditioning.
It makes it hard, but hopefully sooner or later, the power comes back on and things will straighten out.
Meantime, over in the city of Gary, this was the scene at the Save More Foods grocery store, running off a generator. That means no meat, nothing fresh.
No luxuries, no ice cream, no popsicles for the children. It's just basic food just to survive on.
And now we turn to Northwest Indiana, where more than 10,000 residents still without power. Nearly 2 weeks after deadly storms devastated that region, Indiana Governor Mike Braun deploying the National Guard on Sunday to help with recovery efforts as frustration grows over the pace of this response. Joining me now, I have Adriana Harris. She is a Gary, Indiana mom and also a content creator who's been documenting the flooding, the power outages, and the aid response on TikTok. Adriana, thank you for your time this morning. I understand you just got power back yesterday. What a relief.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me. Unfortunately, absolutely. I did not get power until day 13, but today we are currently on day 14. Of course, things may have gotten brighter for me, but like we say, more than half the city is still without power. So that is 14 days now today that people have been without power, without being able to go to work, having to. You ask yourself, do you have enough savings right now today if there was something to hit and you have to sit for 14 days? You have to make sure you can eat, make sure you can sleep, make sure you can put gas into a generator. Do you have enough savings to do that for 14 days straight without going to work right now?
Yeah, a lot of people having to ask themselves that question. And while you have children, right, who are at home in the dark, I mean, what did day-to-day life look like for the past 2 weeks for you and your kids just to get through the day?
So honestly, I'm not sure where that came from, but I personally do not have children.
I'm so sorry. I was given wrong information.
Those with children, it's absolutely hard. My best friend, Shamel, she is a single mother of 3 children. She was in the dark for up to 12 days. Single mothers are definitely someone that we are looking into, and we're making sure that we are covered because they already have it hard. And could you imagine being in the dark with 3 kids these days? These iPad kids, they don't know anything but Wi-Fi. So you have to now engage with them. But that's okay because that's what we're doing. We're getting these kids outside. They playing basketball. They grouping together. They riding bikes again. It feels great.
So some silver linings coming from this, it sounds like. I have 2 littles at home, and no, I cannot imagine doing this with them. That is for sure. You know, we've heard about people going to community centers for hot meals, air conditioning, a place to just charge their phones. What kind of help are you actually seeing reach your neighborhood, and where do you still see the biggest gaps right now?
I am seeing the community come together to help the community. The gaps are absolutely there because the fact that President Trump has not addressed this situation, the fact that the world is not addressing this situation. If we were not Gary, Indiana, if we were Chicago, if we were Los Angeles, if we were Houston, if we were New York City, I understand that this is almost a natural disaster to say, and this is something that nobody has seen before, and NIPSCO is doing what they can, but if we were not to say small town Gary, Indiana, I'm sure this would be going a lot quicker. We would have a lot more resources, a lot more people would be talking about this. The world is talking about us because of us content creators, including myself and many others in the city. It's absolutely ridiculous. This condition is inhumane. It's terrible. President Trump, where are you? We're calling for you to call out Gary, Indiana, to assist Gary, Indiana. Why do we not have any type of assistance? They're saying FEMA, we have to wait for all these rules, and it's ridiculous.
And so you haven't seen, so I know that FEMA approved assistance for a list of counties, including Lake County, where Gary resides in. So FEMA help is on the way, but have you seen FEMA crews? I mean, and how quickly are you told that aid could actually reach families like yours?
As you say, it has been approved, but nobody has seen anything about it. Nobody has said anything about it. Nobody has seen a package. We haven't seen any helicopters coming around recording us to see it. We're not looking for publicity. People don't, if you have not took a hot shower in 14 days, you have not washed your clothes in 14 days, do you want to be on the camera? You don't want to be on the camera, no matter what is going on. So I wouldn't want to be on the camera, but I'm grateful to have multiple resources around the city. So I'm able to move around and go to different homes and have, AC and have light, thankfully, now.
Well, we've been following your stories. Again, you've been documenting this on TikTok, and it sounds like that frustration started all of this. Quickly, before I let you go, what's been the reaction to your videos and your content?
Well, the city is loving me. I am honestly taken back, but I am from the city. I went to Westside High School. I have been through the streets of Gary, Indiana. In addition to East Chicago, Indiana. Shout out to my people in East Chicago. But absolutely, I have had a positive feedback. Not so much from the outside world. At first, if you look at my comments, it's pretty crazy. Days 1 through 3, nobody was really watching. Everybody had crazy things to say. Everybody pretty much tried to forget Gary. And now the light is on us again, and you have no choice but to think about Gary, Indiana.
Well, I'll be talking to your mayor here on the show in just a little bit, and we'll see what the state of play and the state of things looks like this morning. Adriana Harris, thank you for your time this morning, although I'm sorry it's under these circumstances.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Keep us posted and keep on posting. We'll follow closely. All right, everybody.
First, I was seeing Memphis, now I'm seeing Arkansas. What's going on? Y'all educate me on what's going on. It's day 14. I still ain't got no power, so I ain't like I can do nothing for them, but at least we can get the word out.
Y'all, it's about to go down. My spidey sense is telling me it's about to go down. Like, it's been a week plus power outage in Indiana. I ain't even going to just say Gary, Indiana. In Indiana itself. But the worst part about it is that they ain't even tell us nothing. They ain't tell us nothing. We had to hear from the public, and we the public. I thought we was the United States. If we united, why we don't know about what's going on in Indiana? I know why. Because this ain't one of them planned events. Because a lot of stuff that's going on out here that they tell us about on the news is planned. And they telling us to kind of scare us or whatever. But this right here wasn't planned. It was unexpected. And they don't know what the fuck going on. So they try and get to the bottom of it. And they ain't got enough time to tell us. Here.
To a source at Amazon who it was just crazy to hear what their build out looks like right now, and said that when they go in, they're looking at like defunct coal plants or other power plants that are nearby these data centers. And if they can't get the power they need from the local community, they just buy up the coal powered plant or the other power plants that were there. They buy them up and then they revitalize them, bring in a couple thousand people, build it out to a new energy complex. And then, you think, that's great. So now that coal plant that you're taking over, which is defunct, it closed 3 years ago or 4 years ago or 10 years ago under regulations and onerous regulations and so forth, you're going to revitalize it and then the community will benefit. No. They're going to get...
Why they not coming out here, though? I mean, it's obvious, It's obvious. Gary is full of, us, diversity. Yeah. Not really diversity, but it's full of black people. Yeah. We the blackest city out here. So they don't want to check on us.
Yeah. They're NIPSCO. Everybody pays them. We don't pay, we get cut off. But when disaster happens, they want to charge us X amount of dollars, but we already paying into this. They got billions, trillions of dollars. We working day to day. on paychecks. So yes, they could have did better. They got the money. We don't got the money. They say they're supposed to maintenance that yearly. They haven't been out here in a year or two, maybe 3 years. I can't sleep at night because I can't plug my sleep apnea machine up. I can't afford a generator. I'm working on a month salary. So therefore, we need them to either give us generators or get this power up and running. We got a 91-year-old man that lived at the end, almost at the end of the thing. They had to rush him to the hospital. We had an elder lady across the street. She had medical condition. She bedridden. People come out to help her also. So we really need them to work more faster because we don't want to lose no lives if we don't have to. Our governor needs to get his butt out here and see the damage. You going in these other neighborhoods, you need to go through the whole city of Gary.
We do see, like, people trying to give out free food and, just give back. The community definitely is doing something with the giving back. They've been giving away free food, especially at the Y here. They've been giving out free food to us in showers, hot showers. So it's definitely good that we all coming together finally. We just need more coverage for sure. We need to come together as a community and get it together. We won't be struggling as bad as just one person just struggling. If all come together, we'll be good. Something like this, they giving out free water, free cakes, and famous people here and stuff. We need that. We definitely need that.
And the day we're all alike, we have differences. We need more help.
Yes.
All of us.
Yes.
Like, we're humans at the end of the day. Nobody is better than the other person. So we all go through similar struggles every single day. Let's help each other.
Ain't got no help over here. We ain't seen no city officials out here. We need more than just people out here shaking hands and cutting out. There's people in the house, stuck in the house that haven't eaten for days. This side gets resources when it comes to property, when everybody wants the property over here. But when it comes to help, we don't get any help over here. I don't see any government resources being spent in our neighborhood. We got a lot of elderly out here. We're able to fully function, but we got jobs. We can't physically continue this for the next month or so, or however long the lights are off. We need people physically checking on these elderly people that are in their homes, that can't get out. They're sitting in the hot air every day.
Predicts massive blackout hit United States. It started in Indiana in August, spreading everywhere fast. All electricity stopped working completely, and the it will started in other states. Gas pumps stopped working. Cars couldn't drive anywhere. People got stuck, unable to leave cities. Grocery stores lost all power. Food went bad, spoiling immediately. Shelves became completely empty, nothing left. Hospitals lost electricity. Medical machines stopped working. Sick people died without power helping. Doctors couldn't save anyone anymore. Water stopped flowing from faucets. No clean water to drink at all. Toilets stopped flushing, becoming useless completely. People drank dirty water, getting really sick. Disease spread everywhere, making people ill. Streets became dangerous at night completely. Banks closed completely with no power. Economy collapsed from blackout disaster. Government tried to hide everything from world. Power stayed gone for weeks and weeks. Communication stopped with no phones working and no internet. What do you think of this? Tell in comments.